Shalom Akim. I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakak, Dash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. And salutation to all the Akim in all four corners of earth who's pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. Yeah, I want to get into this little. I was watching, going through my little feed on my YouTube, and Esau was just going through his atrocities, and he bought up this Palm Beach area, and I always heard about West Palm Beach, but I never heard about Palm Beach. So then I was under the guise that this Palm Beach might be in a whole other state, might be in Florida or might be in California. But no, I did some research as to what it's down there in Florida. You have West Palm Beach and the Palm Beach, and at one point that was the area where Jake was, and that was the point of me, really doing this video on that, because they were showing how prominent Jake was in Palm Beach, how they set it up, built hotels, built natives. Let me read a little bit. Railroads, luxury hotels. They built these type of things, and this is the 1890s and stuff. 18 coming around to the 1900s, and they say Jake was over there thriving until about 1912. And it's funny because all across the United States, that summer or that year 1912 was when 1912 all the way up to like 1918 and 1920, Esau was just going on a burning spree, man. Whether it was your Rosewood in Florida, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1921, Chicago race riots, Detroit. There's a whole map, truthfully, that shows you the different cities and towns that were put ablaze or put down, where Esau ran through and ran amok, and where Jake was doing good, didn't have to deal with Esau, but Esau reminded him that this is your place of punishment, that this ain't your place where you gonna get the upper hand on me while I'm still living in bullshit. There's a show actually, a little documentary, you gotta check out. It talks about how it's about Governor Wallace down in Alabama. Was it Alabama or Mississippi? I forgot. Wallace was Alabama. Yeah, I want to say Wallace was Alabama. And the point was that they were interviewing the trailer trash Edomites over there, and the Negroes were living good. They ain't have nothing. They didn't have no shoes. Could barely read and write, but they were trying. Where they went on to the Edomite side of town, man, they were government system out. Because this was a time where, Esau's government system was more for him than anything, man. And he was trying to get him to going, after Prohibition, and he came out of the 1920s with the stock market crash, and Esau was just lost. So they had to come up with these goddamn unions to get them into jobs and get them into high-paying jobs and get them to be bricklayers and get them active into society like how Jake was, because we were coming out of slavery and coming out of Reconstruction era. We ran everything. We did everything in America, But anywho, these different towns that were prospering around America, Esau did not like that, man. He did not like that, man. And he went to Congress and different guys, and they came. This is when the Ku Klux Klan comes, and this is when the different race groups come and they do what they do, man. And bring this up. Micah 2:10, arise ye, depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction, man. And this place is polluted also. Keep in mind, we got nuclear reactors all across America, man. I remember as a kid, we had a state park. We used to go to the beach. You know what I'm saying? Out there towards what is the name of the goddamn beach park area? I can't remember. Zion area. And the point was, it was a nuclear reactor. You could see that joker, and in the water where we were swimming at, this is Lake Michigan, and it's supposed to be cold, but because we were by the reactor, the water was warm. And I'm a kid, I'm not thinking nothing of it, and as I get older, I'll never swim in that water in that area again, even though I don't swim in the lake no more, no way, because of the pollution and all that. But the isotopes and everything, you got to realize whenever you have nuclear reactors, you got to be by water, because you have to keep them jokers warm. Cool down. So they have to be by water, large bodies of water, to be exact. And so it was reason why the water was warm where we were at, and you go a little bit farther out, and it's cold as shit. And not only that, all the fish in that area were biting. You know, they had teeth and they would bite. So I definitely got about that water, man. But yeah, this is just adding on to the point. You know, that this place is a sore destruction, man. You know, people are dying and getting sick off of that stuff. That's a whole nother video in itself about these isotopes and different things and how these different nuclear reactors are making you sick, how these power lines are making you sick, you know, and messing with your mind and messing with your head, you know. This place is sick, man, you know. But yeah, man, this is why we always speak about this is how the scriptures speak about how we need the Lord to come and rescue us up out of this place, man. Come and redeem us out of this place. This beach, this Palm Beach and other cities across America at the time, you know, where Jake, because Esau, you gotta remember where he didn't want to deal with us, which was cool. We ain't gotta deal with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We'll do our own thing. But once again, they're jealous of us. And the Lord puts it in their mind to go get those niggas. Because they trying to be uppity. You know? This is whatever. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 36. The Lord shall bring thee and the king which thou shalt set over thee into a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone, you know, and thou shalt become a astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations where the Lord shall lead thee, you know, because we are a holy people, you know, and the elites of Esau know that, but at the lower level they gonna keep us down as just rappers and entertainers, you know, just niggas, you know, and every four or 5 years they change the title they give us, you know. This place has been nothing but a whipping stone for us, man. And the gathering of the hopeful elect is the blessing of this place, man. Other than that, you know, this has been your place of judgment, man. Speaking to you Israelites first and foremost, because the heathen, they come here and do whatever they want. They get all sorts of luxury benefits from the government, you know, things that they couldn't do in their own country. They could come and do here. A woman could drive here, you know. They could vote. They could even talk loud to their men here in America. But over in their countries, they can't do nothing above. It's and thou shalt serve other gods, wood and stone, man. You know, they came in with you with that Muslim stuff, especially when you go to jail. You jump down with Muslim, and then that wood, you know, they got you out here worshiping the wooden cross. The Lord was crucified on, man. You know, scriptures speak about that, man. How you worship the creature more than the creator. We're cursed people, man. Everything's backwards here in this place. This is why these scriptures got to come out and brought to you in a certain way, because our people, you know, they're blinded by their church song and dance hymn that got them, man. You know, that's a blinder. You know, that's part of the punishment that Babylon has on you. You know, your conscience are seared, and this is why they're able to call us bywords and different types of names, man. Change up our names every few years, man. They got something new for you every few years. You're this, you're that. This is Leviticus 26 and I'm gonna start 13. I am the Lord, your power, which have brought you forth out of the land of Egypt. And you should not be their bondmen, and I have broken the bonds of your yoke and made you go upright. But if ye will not hearken unto me and will not do all these commandments, because the Lord gave us commandments, and if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all of my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, man. You know, once again, this is a punishment, man. You know, so what the Lord do? He's going to send our enemies after us, man. And this is why we've been put in bondage. This is why we're being called bywords. Everything but the holy children of the Lord, man. You know? Let me continue. This is Leviticus 26 and 16. I also do this unto you. I will even appoint over you tear, consumption, that and the burning idol that shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart. And ye shall sow your seed in your vein, for your enemies shall eat it, man. You know, and that's what you built these cities in this place. You built these good hospitals, these good airports, these good bus stations. And what did they do, man? They came and destroyed it. They came and took it away from you, man. You know, because it's our place of punishment, man. You know, Lord sends our enemies at us, man. You know, to for judgment reasons, man. You know. This is Romans 12 and 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord, man. So once again, man, all that we've been going through here in Babylon the Great, we see the finish line coming very soon with natural disasters. The Lord showing he's coming through the different chariot sightings and stuff like that. Esau is already telling us in his huge telescopes that he's seeing chariots the size of oceans, the size of continents, sitting outside, right outside of our planet. You know what I'm saying? Waiting to come here, come inside, man. It's all what the Lord's doing, man. At the end of the day, man. But vengeance is of the Lord, man. And the Lord sees all these things that Esau has done to us and is doing to us, man. So vengeance will be of His, man. So we don't have to. Lord willing, we are of the hopeful elect, and we get to put in the work. But as far as going out and bashing the Edomite right now for thinking about the things he's done in the past, that's not where the Lord wants you to be at right now. He'd rather have you studying and waiting for Him to come. With that being said, I'm just edifying. Shalom, Maki.